All right, everybody. Welcome back to At Home Learning Live. I'm so excited to be doing another game series with you today and just, again, reiterating how much fun learning can be at home. And I'm very excited to bring on one of my very, very good friends that I've met out on the road presenting. And she's the author of the very popular blog, Pencils to Pigtails. So we're going to bring on my good friend, and you probably know her if you're watching this channel too, Mrs. Hilary Statham. How are you?
Hey, I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good. It's good to see you.
I had to set my alarm, so
Sorry. I know we were talking beforehand, and Trisha's been telling me all week. She's like, you got to change the time of these because people on the West Coast definitely aren't watching, and people in Central Time don't want to wake up this early if they don't have to. So I'm thinking
what?
next week we'll push them back to 9 Central.
Yeah, we've just gotten to the point where my girls are old enough to sleep in a little bit.
Right.
So they actually, Aniston will come out and turn the TV on by herself. So that's a new thing.
That's Landon. So our younger one, Landon, will do that. Olivia's 11, so she'll sleep in as much as she can. Like she's totally soaking this in.
Yeah.
But Landon he's chilling over there on his Xbox right now playing some Star Wars. So
yeah, they both get up kind of early, but not super early. It's better.
Right. So you're home, out of the classroom, school shut down where you are. Do you have a time that you're going back yet? Do you know?
It kept getting moved back, so it was March, 31st, and then it was April 2nd, and kept getting moved back. It's April 24th is what our governor announced yesterday in Tennessee.
Oh my gosh.
That's the date. So at least then.
So right now, yeah, ours is saying April 7th, but I doubt that's going to happen because people can't seem to follow rules and stay home.
Right. Nobody wants to stay home. I keep trying to tell them. I have been taking it really seriously, but some people, they don't really think it's real.
No, yeah. The only thing we've gone out for, we would take walks every morning. We go walk around our neighborhood, but we don't see anyone, And then we went over to my mother-in-law that lives by herself, so she gets bored to death. So we went over to her house Sunday and played dominoes for a while, but that was about it. Other than that, we haven't been going anywhere.
Yeah, my girl's grandma shares a driveway with us, so they walk to grandma's house every day. So
that's cool.
That gives me about an hour by myself.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's get into this fun idea you have. I know that listeners, if you're listening to this, and soon you're going to see a link in the comments for whatever it is that Hilary's talking about. I'm going to comment and paste that in there. But we want to talk about fun ways to enhance the learning that children are already doing at home. And I know you've got some great ideas for tons of ways because we've been brainstorming and talking about this. But I loved what you sent me pictures of with your Easter eggs and your CVC words, and that's perfect for little ones at home. So why don't you share that with everybody today?
Yes, so just to kind of up the engagement, you can actually use this file that he's going to put in there. You can use it at any time of the year because it actually is not Easter themed, but I made it around Easter and sent it out to subscribers, and you can get it through this link that he's going to add. But you are going to, actually got some ready. So
all right,
here's an Easter egg. Open it up. So you want to hide these around your house. That's what I do. And then the kids, when they find them, or in the classroom, I tell my students to open it up, take it back to where they're writing at, and they're going to take the cards out. So I don't even know which one this is. Okay, so this one is spin. So this is a CCVC. There's two options for you, two recording sheets. So you can do just the CVC or CCVC. So they have to sort, or figure out. Unscramble is the word I'm looking for. The word spin. And then let's see. Not sure where I put that. Hang on just a second.
You're just like me. I'm like, where do I put all my stuff on my desk?
But yeah, here's the recording sheet. So this is like the CCVC. So what I tell my kids to do is that they're going to write the word, draw a picture of the word, and then hide the egg back where it was. So that's how we play it in the classroom. At home, I'm not going to make Aniston hide them again because she'll be the only one finding them. But it's really fun. And then, Leanna Wolkis.
Yeah, one of our very good friends and the nicest person I've ever met in my entire life.
Yes, she's super nice. So she downloaded this, and she uses it in her sensory table.
Oh, cool.
I think the same idea, but that way she doesn't have to have kids walking around the room, and she just has them there at the sensory table and they're pulling them out and writing them.
Right. Yeah. And what I mean, I said this in every one of the videos, but if you're watching this for the first time, listeners, one thing that I've been saying all along is we need to keep in mind that, yes, we want you doing the things that your child's teacher sent home, but we also need to remember that your child's teacher had maybe 24 hours to get stuff ready, if that. Like a lot of schools were shut down and then didn't go back Monday. So the stuff your child's teacher sent home might not have been stuff like this, but it was, work pages or books and things to practice these skills that Hilary's talking about. But this activity is just to enhance the skills that your child is already learning. So again, I want to say again, we're not trying to take away from any work teachers have put together, but
No.
parents use this as a tool to reiterate the lessons your child's teacher sent home. And I absolutely love this one.
Yeah, and if you just gave Aniston a ton of CVC words to unscramble, think how much more you've upped the engagement by making her go for an Easter egg hunt.
Right.
And plus, she's just getting up and moving a little bit, which they need right now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I did something similar in my classroom, but not with your cool clip art and fancy. I just like cut apart Post-it notes and wrote letters on them. But we just kept them in an empty egg container, all the little Easter eggs, and we just called it the sight word scrambled eggs. And they would open up the container, like they'd pretend to crack the egg open, spill out the word, unscramble it, write it down. But I love this. So parents, if you don't want to take time to hide them around the room, like Hilary mentioned, which is totally fun, but if you can put them in, even just for storage, in an empty egg container. And then your child can go back to that and back to that and back to that as many times as possible. Hopefully you live in an area where it's nice enough to get out in your own backyard too, and you can go hide these outside. Uh-oh, we lost Hilary. We're going to keep going. Hopefully she'll jump back on here. But I was just thinking outside with the same activity. There you are. Where'd you go? We lost you for a second. There she is. I was going to say, if you take this outside, take some sidewalk chalk out. And instead of using the recording sheet, just let them write the words that they did down on the sidewalk outside.
That'd be cute. Well, it has been so rainy outside, and so we haven't been able to go outside much, which we really need. But yeah, that one is really fun. And then I thought of a few more things to do with Easter eggs.
Yeah, share away.
One we do is Easter egg. Can you see that? Easter egg stem, just by stacking them and see how tall you can make it. It's actually a little frustrating. Some of your kids, well, what I do is just hand them the eggs put together. And this makes them really think about it. And so I do some sessions on STEM. And one thing that helps, would help parents and teachers, is to give your kids a little bit of time to design the plan. So I don't already have them broken up, because that would make it easy for them to think about. I hand them eggs like this and ask them to build a tower. And so they start to think about it and design it. And it takes them a while to realize that they're going to have to pull it apart and build it like that.
That's really cool. Yeah. And if you guys have not followed Hilary's blog, I put it in the little screen right there, but it's pencilstopigtails.com. Is that it?
Yes.
Okay. So pencilspigtails.com. She's done some pretty cool STEM stuff that I got to go see. One of your sessions in California, I think you were doing like STEM based around books, and I cannot remember the life. It was the one about the mouse.
Yeah, the Tooth Fairy and El Raton Perez.
Yeah, that one. And there's some really cool stuff. So if you guys have not checked out her blog, we'll link it in the comments. Full of ideas for teachers, but parents that are watching, go check it out, because we'll tell everybody the reason why your blog is called what it is, because it's not just for teachers, right?
Yeah, I started it when I was on maternity leave with my youngest daughter, and so I wanted it to be for parents and teachers. So there are blog posts geared to both. Although it's more for teachers, but you can use them at home.
Yeah, it's awesome, and I absolutely love your blog for that purpose. That it's not just classroom. It's I mean, parents are teachers too, and we more now than ever in these uncertain times. So Hilary's is definitely one to check out, pencilstopigtails.com. So many fun ideas. So I love that one of just giving them the challenge of trying to break it apart. And when parents, when you hear that word STEM thrown around, science, technology, engineering, and math, but the main word that all that encompasses is problem solving. And that's what it needs to be. So Hilary, you did just that. You didn't just say build a tower. You said, here, build a tower, but figure it out, design it, and problem solve.
It kind of gives them a challenge when you hand them put together instead of pulled apart. But I have a few more little games with Easter.
Keep going. We got as many as you can, because people are going to need them with all this time.
Y'all have a lot of time on your hands. So can you see that? Just any plain old egg. And I didn't prep this beforehand because I was thinking of it last night. But if you wrote like the number, separate all of these, but if you wrote the number 4 and then put 4 dots on this side, then they had to find it. Or if you're working on tally marks, you could put 4 tally marks here, or 10 frames. Word form, that's a little bit harder for kindergarten. And anyways, so the kids would have to find the 2 matches and then put that many mini erasers in there, or something small. You could use beans or something if you have them at home. I don't know, any kind of little candy. So I thought that would be really fun.
Yeah, I've done it similar too. I like the number one because I've always done like uppercase letters on one side, lowercase letters on the other, and they just match them. But
Right.
matching up different number combinations is an awesome one. And parents, one thing I know that like we have a craft room. You can't see it right now because it's a mess. But behind this wall is another like storage / craft room. And Olivia, my daughter, was working on this poster that she was making for a band project and whatnot. And she dug out this whole drawer that I didn't realize we had full of different shapes of ABC and number and word stickers.
Uh-huh.
And those are perfect things. One thing that I thought about when you were just spinning that around too was put like a letters on one side, and then maybe get out some of your child's like Disney stickers or character stickers, whatever, and put them on the other side. They have to match the character with the beginning sound of that character's name by putting letters and mixing them on there. So
I like that.
super easy ways to do that.
You could do rhyming words, or I thought rhyming words would be a good one.
Yeah, totally. All right, you got another one, or
that's about it. But
have I put you on the spot? Sorry.
I did bring my plates with me, just because we talked about that.
Yeah, I'm so excited about this one, y'all, because I saw this on was it your daughter's birthday party you were having?
Yeah, you could see her birthday party in the background.
Okay,
sure.
that's what her and her Anna dress.
It was, a few days after her birthday party, so I still have her banner up. It just makes her feel special for a while.
We still have Star Wars stuff everywhere around this basement from Landon's birthday party too. So, I saw this on your Facebook and Instagram, and I thought it was an awesome idea because everybody, you don't have to go out and buy any of this. Everybody has a stash of Easter eggs laying around. I guarantee it. If you go dig through your bins, everybody's got paper plates and balloons. This next one you're going to show, and I absolutely love this idea. And your girls look like they're having a blast with it. So share away this idea.
Yeah, so they had a lot of fun. So for my 6-year-old, I used some higher numbers like 52. I think we had 94, 76. And one thing that is a kindergarten standard all across the United States is that students can count on from a number. So they should be able to look at 52 and say 53, 54, 55. It gets pretty difficult for them when it says like 49 and they have to think of that next 10. And so that's something that Aniston still needs practice on. She can easily count to 100 if she's thinking of it all in order, but to start from a number is a little bit harder for her. So anyways, I separated out these random plates and I had her throw the balloon. And then when it landed, she had to start at that number and count up. So we did a few different games, but that one was one of them.
Yeah, that's a great idea. And what a fun active idea too, just have them hitting the balloon around and not let it drop. And then when it drops, count on from that number. So many ways you could add this in there. So thank you for sharing that idea too. I know it wasn't part of the whole title of today, but
yeah, but we kind of did this on a whim, but I asked the girls to like put your right foot on 52 and put your left hand on 47. And they thought that was so funny. They laughed and laughed and laughed. So that was kind of an accidental one, but it was
like
fun.
Homemade Twister. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Homemade Twister. And they had never played it before. So I was kind of teasing them and saying, why are y'all standing like that? And they laughed.
That's great. I want to share real quick. I know I had this rule at the beginning about these t-shirts. Hilary's wearing yellow as well. And Hilary and her family, school, town, everybody's been an awesome supporter of my movement of Be the Yellow and Make Someone's Day Yellow. And you can, if you go to makesomeonesdayyellow.com, there's some freebie products on one of the tabs. And Hilary actually created one of those based around the book Officer Buckle and Gloria. So we've got that link on there, all about kindness and different ways to spread it. So I want to thank you not just for today, but for being a continuous supporter of that project as well.
So I wanted to wear yellow because I didn't want to forget to ask you what the plans were for this year. So we may be in school, but like California schools probably will not be in session.
Right. Virginia's out. So. Yeah, we don't We don't have an exact plan yet, but our good friend Dee Dee Wills and I have been working on some stuff. I shared a video a while back about how to break each day of the week down into something new. So we're really going to try to push out ideas of how to do that at home or at school or
Right.
in your neighborhood by sending letters and whatnot. And we'll send out more information on that soon. But if you're back in schools, we're looking to celebrate that entire week. So like Monday of the first week of May would be, so May 9th is a Saturday. So Friday the 8th, Thursday the 7th, Wednesday the 6th, Tuesday the
Okay.
5th, Monday the 4th will all be some type of special day based around the word yellow. What that's going to look like right now, we don't know.
Yeah, I mean, there's tons of things they can do at home, writing letters, and I
Yeah,
think about nursing homes a lot, like writing letters to people in nursing homes.
very cool. Yeah, but thank you for being so supportive of it. I know you've always been passionate about it and always there for me on that idea. So
Pause.
it means a lot. But if you're watching and you don't have yours yet, you can get these right now at the link below that's scrolling across the screen through April 16th. We ran another round of this fundraiser for Wires Australia to help the animals over there because people had been asking that couldn't make it through the first fundraiser. And they saw that the date had closed and like, no, we want a shirt. So I called Custom Ink. They said, let's run it for another month. So it is up only through April 16th to make sure people get their shirts. But remember, this whole idea of Be the Yellow is not about the t-shirt. It's about the kindness movement that we want to spread. But visit the website, makesomeonesdayyellow.com. You'll see some cool stuff from Hilary. We put the links to the product. I put the link to your blog. You guys just got to check out her stuff because it's pretty awesome.
Yeah, I was going to say last year we did the stars for the SRO officer.
Oh, yeah.
What we did. So it went along with that officer buckle, but we decorated our SRO officer's office with all kinds of yellow stars, and the kids wrote about how thankful they were for him. So that's one thing we did.
Very cool. And I know I've got my logo up there in the top corner, and Hilary got to be kind of a firsthand look of Teach, Play, Learn. Teach, Play, Learn is coming out soon. Again, I don't have a release date yet. I've been back and forth with Dave and Shelley over the past couple weeks trying to get this nailed down, and they're busy as all heck trying to push out books for all of you. But one thing we've been trying to promote like crazy is that Teach, Play, Learn is not just a book for teachers. It's for parents of little ones as well. Hilary, you can attest to that because you got to read it as an endorsement.
Yeah, I was excited. I think they call it dog earing, like every page, because I was like, this is something I can use at home. This is something I can use in the classroom. I was taking constant notes. I was on an airplane when I was reading it. So
I remember we were together in, was it Ohio? And you were like, I printed out your book. Here it is. I'm going to read it on the way home.
I read it on the way there and the way home. And I had a highlighter out and so many good ideas. I'm so proud
Well,
of you.
Thank you so much for being an endorsement of that too. And like we said, parents, it's going to be out soon. And we really are trying to push it for home use as well because there's so many learning opportunities in there. But thank you, Hilary. Thank you everyone for watching. Go follow her. Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, everything's all Pencils to Pigtails. Is that right?
Yes, that's right.
All right. And we got your blog posted. We'll talk to you guys soon. Thanks a lot.